are now listening to the most electrified and vilified podcast on the net, Hot Topics Podcast. Let's get this party started. Hey, yo.
So.
Everybody, welcome to the Hot Topics Podcast. I'm your host, Psycho 4081, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, the fabulous, felonious Feather.
Thank you.
Yes, and as you see, last week she was not here. The week before, but I explained to you guys.
That what? What did I steal this time?
I didn't
steal
you
nothing?
You was rearrested.
Oh wow, yeah.
This time you were stealing pantyhose and a hair scrunchie out of the dollar store.
Oh wow,
But,
I'm so cheap.
So thank you for getting out.
Okay, thank you for bailing me out.
Okay.
Wait. I just speaking of bailing out. If you were ever arrested or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then they say it's time to go,
Mm-hmm.
like somebody bailed you out, who would you think bailed you out?
If I was arrested
Mm-hmm.
and I got bailed out,
And just said someone bailed you out.
it would probably be my mother.
Oh really? Not
Yes.
me?
No.
Oh wow.
You would probably say, well, what did you do? You shouldn't have done it.
Oh wow. Wow. Just wow. Wow.
Do you know how to bail somebody out?
No. But it's not just to pay money.
No, that's clue number one.
What? Is it just to go there, go to the police station and be like, hey, I have a jailer in there.
No.
Or a fugitive. What are you going to be? A convict?
No, an arrestee. So first of all, you don't go to the police station.
What? They go to what?
You have to go to the courthouse.
Oh.
See? And then when you go to the courthouse...
Well, if I go to the police station, they're going to tell me what to do.
Yeah, they'll tell you what to do.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
don't rule me out.
But see, I wouldn't expect you to do it because that would be all new to you.
If you have to wait for your mom, you probably be transferred somewhere else.
She could do that over the phone. She would call a bail bondsman. Here.
Whatever.
You know, in your in
Okay,
your
after
case,
your mom, who is next?
After my mom would be my sisters.
Oh wow. Now I know it's over.
And then after that
Our
it'd
friendship-
be
no,
Corey.
It's over. It's over. It's over. Me and you. No, we're done.
And after that it'd be Miss Mary down the street.
Wow.
But you know, the bail here
Mm-hmm.
is so easy now. Like, you have to really do something wrong. I mean, like, really do something wrong, because what they'll do is they tend to let everybody out. They don't put cash bails on anybody hardly anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's kind of like, you know, I wouldn't expect anybody to bail me out because I think I would get out anyway. You know,
Oh,
so I
so
probably
nobody has to come in. I don't.
no. So what happens is you'll get a bail hearing, and then they'll say, well, we're going to release you on condition of this, or they might say, if they did give me a bail, I mean, I would have to really do something wrong. They would have a certain amount of money, let's say $10,000, and then we'll go about according to how much you can afford. So mine might be like $60.
That's a lie.
So-
That's a lie. That's a lie.
But then after that, you go to you see a judge, and you get to talk, and you know, that's your bail review, and that's when you get to, you know, articulate like how or why you should be let loose, and you know, they go over all the details. So I think at least by then, within 48 hours, I would, you know.
So you still have to stay in jail for like 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought bail is, but in the movies, like when they're like in jail, maybe for fighting or whatever, and then in the morning they'll be like, "Oh, okay, you're out. You made bail. You're out."
Yeah, you can get bailed out at any time after you get your how much you know is going to be bail. So you can get bailed out anytime.
So wait, you have to pay for bail or it's free?
Yeah, if you could pay by cash, you could pay by.
So it's not free.
Oh no.
Oh.
No. You could put your house up.
Is that what a bail bond is?
So a bail bondsman, what they do, you're going to pay the bail bondsman. Like let's say your bail is $10,000. The bail bondsman might say, okay, well, we'll bail them out for 10%, or sometimes they go as low as 1%. Let's say 10%. So you give them $1,000. That's non-refundable. That's their money, and they'll put the bond up for you, and then you get out. Now, you would still have to make sure that you go to court, because if you don't go to court, they lose their money, and then they're going to come after you. That's why when you see bail bondsmen going after people, or bail, what do they call them? Not bondsmen, they call them bounty hunters or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It's for people who have a certain bond that they need to go to court because the bail bondsman was like, oh, I don't want to lose my money, so I'll pay you this much to go get them.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I think the American system is kind of, I like it, but it's kind of complicated, but it gives you some safeguards so you don't have to, our people in other countries, like, you can't, if you don't pay a hospital bill, they make you stay at the hospital, and every day your stuff racks up. Or if you take out a loan, it could be like for $100, and if you don't pay it back, they send you to jail.
Speaking of which, I was seeing this movie about two girls. I forgot what it was. This musician girl, SZA, and SZA or whatever she's called.
Scissor.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
Caesar. And then this other girl, Kiki Palmer.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. And then so they lived in the hood, and then they got into this fight with one girl that beat them up. And next thing, they woke up in the ambulance, and the girl was like, "We need to get out of here. Like, just for staying in here, it's $2,000. Like,
Oh yeah, for
ambulance
ambulance costs. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like, we need to get out. We need to go. Like, we need to leave." And then they jumped out of the
Kiki Palmer. That's the singer.
spelling bee girl.
Huh?
The spelling bee.
Spelling bee.
You didn't see that movie?
I
Spelling
think Kiki
bee.
Palmer's the one who the singer
No.
who had all the kids.
No.
No.
She's a girl from the spelling bee. Aquila and the Bee. Aquila and the Bee.
I don't know.
Are you
Never heard of that.
serious?
Kiki Palmer.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. Aquila and the Bee, something like that. She used to be a small girl. Now she's a big girl. She's 31 now. So that's why she's not a singer. I was right. Aquila and the Bee.
How you spell her name?
Kiki. Keke.
You sure she's not a singer?
No. Positive.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, who you think is going to be right? Let's look this up. Is she? You say she's an actress, right?
It's a singer, professional singer.
Ah, okay.
What? I don't know as a singer. A singer of what?
I don't listen to her stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A singer of what? I've never heard. It's just movies, not anything. It's movies.
Kiki Palmer Kids.
Kids.
Let me see.
I don't think she's 31.
All right, let's see.
How the fuck she gonna have like kids?
She has a kid.
A kid.
So maybe that's not. I'm trying to think who was the one that had a whole bunch of kids. Like she had like a whole stack, like a basketball team, hockey team.
This is the movie I was telling you. It's Aquila and the Bee with this other guy. Is this Sam? No.
I've never heard of that.
Really?
Never heard of that.
2006. That's how I knew her. That's how she became popular.
How many kids does she have? Let's see.
She's 31.
Oh, maybe it's
mister.
Kiki Wyatt. I'm thinking of. Yeah, it is. It's Kiki Wyatt. I'm thinking of who's 43.
Yeah.
I think she has a buttload of kids. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, she got a lot. All right, so it's Kiki Wyatt, not Kiki Palmer. All right. I'm wrong, but she was a singer though.
Oh, no, she's not a singer. But I don't even know her songs. I've never seen her. Everybody's a singer. Me too, I call myself a singer.
Well, hey. Oh, so speaking of which, we're gonna talk about fame. So you knew her because she's famous for acting.
Aquila and the Bee.
Just that one movie.
Yeah, that's her coming out movie to me. She was a kid then. It was a spelling bee thing movie.
Oh, is she from what's that kids Nickelodeon?
No.
Okay.
The movie was with this man. This man is Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay.
He was her teacher. It was the person teaching her.
Okay.
All that. Yeah.
All right.
I'm
so
surprised that you've not seen that movie. Oh wow.
There's nothing that would draw me to that with that title.
Aquila and the Bee.
Yeah.
You think like it's a kids movie?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, yesterday I took the kids to the movies. They wanted to see what's that? Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
So then I picked up my blanket. Like,
You slept.
to bed. But funnily, it wasn't bad. It was good.
Do they play Minecraft?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
That's why they
Okay,
wanted
so
to
what-
see, of course. And then, when I've never been in the cinemas where kids, it's usually adults that clap. Woo! And it was them. And then the adults were like lost. Like, what's going on now? Who is Steve? Who is this? And when somebody comes up, they're like, woo!
You know what? My kids used to love that game.
Minecraft.
And I thought that was the dumbest Video game.
I've never even seen them. I know they play, but I don't.
It's
I've
all
never
blocks. It's like the most corniest non-technical.
making houses with the blocks and all of that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw that in the movie. I've never paid attention to them playing it before. But
well, you don't play video. Have you played video games?
Sometimes, but the only video games I play is what's that thing called? Mortal Kombat.
Oh, you play Mortal Kombat?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
OPS.
Okay. Mortal Kombat. Have you seen any of the movies?
What movies? No.
Yeah. They're pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because it would just draw me back to the movie to the game. Like,
To the game.
When I'm,
Yeah. But that's good. That's a good. That's connection.
I really don't do kids anything.
Oh, that's
Just
not,
like I
that's not
took
for kids.
David wanted to see the last time. That's why I took my blanket this time, because the last time he wanted to see Dog Man.
Dog Man.
Yeah.
Never even heard of that one.
Oh my god. I slept all through, and I just got back from work. So, and then the sister was sleeping as well, but he was like there, glued to the movies. Like it was like, oh my god, it was so good. I'm like, yeah, it was so.
Did you pay senior rates
for myself? Or for who?
for all of them?
No.
Senior, no, they get kids rates, but
Yeah.
all right.
So it was about this man and the dog. This policeman died, but he was loved, and they needed to keep him alive or replace him. So they cut off a dog and merged him
With the dog. Oh Lord. Okay, maybe that comes up on television shows
Dog
that I don't
man.
see. Oh Lord.
Oh my god.
So,
Yeah.
fame. When you talk about fame, what does that come to mind?
Being popular.
Being popular. Okay. So in today's age, everybody gets famous.
One
Famous
way or
from
the other.
yeah. So before you had to be like a prominent TV star, singer, dancer, whatever, right? These days with social media,
Everybody looks for fame different
Yeah.
ways. Some people purposely leak their sex tape. They leak
oh yeah,
just to get fame. Like the world we live in is crazy now. Like everybody just wants to be famous. Like
Yeah.
I would feel weird. I'll feel weird going down the street and everybody knows me.
Oh, you know what? Let me see. How much money you think I could get if I leaked ours?
Who is the ours? Ours who?
The one we gonna make to make some money.
Wow, who is gonna do that?
Hot Topic Podcast, sex tape leak.
Oh wow. Well, I'm not gonna be
I'll
there.
sell $13.
Not gonna be me. Maybe you. Cause everybody they even make up stuff, cook up stuff
to go viral.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the thing though. So the future of fame is viral, the new
Like everybody's desperate. It feels more like desperation.
so going viral is the new talent. Not so much having talent, but just going viral.
Yes.
Yeah.
People have followers. People actually they actually believe they look up to these people.
Yeah.
You know?
'Cause they got so many followers.
Yeah, and their lifestyle. I saw one time like that, somebody in Nigeria, I found out that somebody in Nigeria was charging girls, I think it was 1 million, I don't even know how much, I can't remember, to teach them. Somebody that's not even, I don't even know if she's up to 30. She wants to teach them how to be a millionaire, or how to, as a girl, how to behave, how to maybe catch men, how to, you know what I'm saying? How to live the good life. What have you achieved in life besides social media? Like, it's just crazy. And then the gullible minions.
Well, if it works, and it obviously is working for somebody, right?
Like,
So, but the whole thing with this going viral thing, it goes across pop culture, social media. You know, you have the AI influencers. We didn't even have that word back in the day. So all of that comes in to being famous. You could do one thing, become famous, and make money off of it. Like what was that girl's name? The Cash Me Outside girl. You remember her? She was on like the Maury or not Maury. She was on one of those TV shows, and as a little kid, she was disrespectful, and she was like, "Cash me outside." Next thing you know, that was a phrase that was going around. She's famous, so she turned that famous thing into something online, and then whatever.
to make money, of course.
And then obviously it sometimes goes over to well, they got we call it OnlyFans page. So what?
Wait, OnlyFans page, is it just sexual stuff?
No, it could be anything.
So I could sell my like my feet.
Yeah, yeah. I guarantee you that. Let me see. I guarantee you they have somebody selling feet. I mean, you know. Let me see. OnlyFans. Let's look this up. But yeah, I think you gotta have an account.
Oh.
Can I just look and see? No, you can't. Shit. Ooh. I just closed up my notes. Oh. So what actually defines fame?
Fame, it says
Today.
just being popular. Like, reputation doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Before, it used to matter. Like, being famous in a good way. But these days, people don't even care. Like, anything for the fame. Anything.
So, we got attacked. Girl, move. So, how is that gauged? Like somebody said, just being popular. How they have to have a way of being gauged, and I think in today's society or today's famous circle, you have to have a presence on social media.
Yes.
You have to have followers. You have to have what we call it, the likes, the clicks, money. Do you have to have money, or just have to have the appearance of having money?
No, it doesn't matter. Some people go viral for. There's this guy that so it's just interest or knowing how to. This guy that doesn't even speak.
The black guy.
Yeah,
I'm about to say that. Yeah, he got his own show now, right?
Exactly. So he started from just making gestures like.
Mm-hmm. Nope, nobody can see you.
Yeah, you know what? No, okay. I'm showing it to you. I'm not showing it to them. Right. It's like stuff like that. And then he was making money out. I could not believe it. His name is Gabby or something. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. He would show a video of
and then
something.
Say something to how to do it easier. Like, oh my God, that's no big deal. Why are you making it look like a big deal? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and then that's it. He parlayed that into a career.
I'm telling you.
And I know he's making at least 6 figures.
I'm telling you, yeah. Because he started making money, like a lot of money. Like, so people and some other people just do dumb shit just to also go viral.
So,
and then there was this time on TikTok, this stupid AI thing was raining. Everybody was you never saw that?
It was on what?
TikTok.
Well, yes, TikTok.
They do this AI thing, like, thank you for the stars. Like, they're robots that like AI, like real people act like.
Real people ask for them to give them stars and roses
they act like they're AI.
Oh, they're acting like they're AI?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Oh my God. Then it was so annoying. Everybody, thank you for the stars. Thank you for the stars.
No, I haven't seen that.
Roses. Roses. I'm like, anything for money. I'm telling you. It was so, for me, it was so horrible. It was like everybody doing it. Like all
right, so going back to the first guy, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
G-Man, I don't know, whatever. Mm-hmm. Right? What is his actual talent?
Just not speaking and showing.
What person that has transitioned from social media fame
to
real life that actually showed that they had talent? I don't know any. I'm pretty sure there's some out there, but it is basically.
His name is Kabi Lame. He's a Senegalese Italian influencer. He's known for his TikTok videos in which he silently mocks overly complicated life hack.
Okay, that's He's Senegalese.
As of 2025, he's the most followed user on TikTok.
You're kidding.
I'm telling you. As of 2025.
Wow. So I'm gonna. So happy. He surpassed me.
Let's start doing lame stuff too.
So we're living in an era where going viral is more important than actually having talent.
So even some actors and actresses, everybody starts. Some of them branch off into TikTok and all of that, just to get followers
to get
and
more
get
followers.
and money.
And you know what? I think it's because the people who are decision makers, like the people who are booking people for certain things, or the producers of movie shows, any of those things, they're gonna come at somebody and say, "Oh, you know, we can get this person because they got so many followers." Right? What's the girl? What is her name? She's one of my favorites too. She started doing videos on YouTube, and she had this large following. Next thing you know, she had TV shows like on like Netflix or whatever. What is her name? She's, oh my God, I can't believe it. She has a nice smile.
I have a nice smile.
Yeah, but your YouTube channel has 3 people.
Whatever. I don't have a YouTube channel.
I forgot.
That'll be yours.
I forgot her name. But anyway, it worked out for her. Now she has talent because obviously she can act and, you know, whatever. But I think generally speaking, like a lot of people, I always see the news come across my computer about this person passed away, or there's like big news articles, and I'm like, who are these people? Well, she's an influencer.
That's the word now that people use more. Influencer. That's the thing. Before we never used to have any of those, but now we have influencers. You want to promote your brand. You want to promote whatever. You want to whatever you want to do.
All right. So as of today, who you think is more important, the influencers or the traditional celebrities?
Well, celebrities are, they are different. I would say that. So influencers too, their terms, sometimes they feel like they are celebrities.
Right.
So
that's the A-list, right? That's the A-list.
So
I'm an influencer because I can go on, what's that?
How come you're forgetting everything?
Instagram.
Oh my God.
Instagram.
You're gonna say the
square thing. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Instagram, and there's somebody that has like 30 million followers, right? And you look at their profile. I'm like, oh, what do they do? And this is the sad part about it. It's not that they do anything. A lot of these women in particular, have millions of followers. How? Just by walking, just by showing swimsuit pictures, or over endowed, yeah. So, and of course, when you have that many people, that's where the money comes in. So, I'm not hating. I wish I could be one of them. So yeah, I think they've changed the game now, because everybody's like, just imagine everything is built on money. Now you say you have a business, and you call in. Let's say who's a famous celebrity you have that you know.
I don't know.
Let's say Idris
Elba.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. you see the look that she gave. All right. So Idris Elba comes. You have a business, and you say, "Hey, I'm gonna pay him $100,000 to come market my wine."
So
right?
I think the difference would be that what Idris Elba is going to charge is going to be different from what the influencers would charge.
Let's say he charges $100,000. That's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to be more expensive,
right? But also, what would you would say? Somebody like me, a business person, like, okay, he's good. Everybody knows Idris Elba, blah blah blah. But how many people is he going to reach versus this person I can charge? I mean, I can pay 10,000, and they got 30 million followers,
yes,
active followers.
Correct.
To sell a product, or to have somebody say, all right, for men who can't grow a beard, he's like, you get somebody like James Harden. He's a basketball player. He's the one with the real big long beard, real thick
beard,
right? And he comes in and he says, well, yeah, I use this, beard oil, butter, blah blah, oil, whatever. And then every dude that wants to have a beard or have a struggling beard, is like, oh, if it works for him, and he got 30 million followers because he's a basketball player, but if he says it,
yeah,
and that's works.
Yeah,
I know it works for me.
Jokes.
So, but yeah, that has definitely changed the game, I think. But in one aspect, I think is become dangerous. Mm-hmm. So now, because, all right, so back in the day, let's do a comparison. Back in the day, if you wanted some information, you had to, watch 60 Minutes, or you had a news show or program
correct,
or whatever,
correct.
or research it yourself.
Correct. Or the
Today,
newspaper.
yeah. So today, everybody has a platform. Everybody, even people who should not have a platform. People who just need to sit down and be quiet. It's like, we don't need to hear your nonsense. You're an idiot, whatever.
Correct.
But anybody in the world can have a platform. Like, I have a platform.
You just said even people that don't need
Right.
to.
But you can have somebody that gets up there, and I've seen it many, many times. It gets up there and says a whole bunch of nonsense, and people be like, yeah, you're right.
And they validate them, yes.
Yes. And next thing you know, you're changing an election outcome, or you're
Correct.
sinking somebody's business.
Correct.
For example, this is an example of something that was positive, though. All right, so you follow Mr. Chime Time on Facebook, the guy who goes to all the different restaurants.
Not me. I don't know.
Okay, but you know what I'm talking about. He goes to all these different restaurants and food trucks, whatever.
Oh, the one you always send to me.
Yeah,
the one that people know, but then he sometimes covers his face to go eat the food, to buy the food, and then comes makes reviews in his car.
Yes.
I know
Mr.
that's
Chime
true.
Time, right?
Because of you. Yeah.
A lot of people follow him, and I can be honest. I watch his stuff, and I'm like, okay, he can influence me into buying or going to checking out something,
Correct.
So in that case, if you have somebody like that, and I'm pretty sure he makes a decent amount of money, because I've seen him tip. Like, the food truck,
go back. Like, if it's really good, he'll go there and give them like $1,000 and stuff.
Now, if I could, I like to eat.
I know you.
But if I could do that, but now that's a good example, because now he's doing a service. He's helping people, businesses out,
promoting
not just helping the businesses out, but he's helping people like me that or you, who like to.
What do you mean, or me?
That needs to find a variety in their diet.
Whatever, I'll let that pass.
But it's a good way of saying, like, let's go check that out. And and
I think he made you want to go to South Carolina for something.
It was North Carolina. It was, I think it was Charlotte. Like, oh, we got to go to Charlotte and check out. I think it was a food truck.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact. Yeah. So those are the good things. But then the bad things, you get somebody on there that, let's say, talks about, and they throw out all these so-called facts that are actually not facts. Correct. And nobody fact checks anymore. Correct. And it says, well, yeah, y'all, we shouldn't go vote because of blah, 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 blah. Correct. Or, we love you, Mr. Trump. We love you, Mr. Trump.
I knew you were going to throw that in there, but it's okay.
But that's what people do. You get these, there's plenty of them on TikTok. These religious people, I love them. Because I'll go in and start some trouble.
I know you do. I know.
But sometimes people should not have a platform. You can actually start you can start I'm gonna say not a motion, but a movement. Correct. Based on lies and misinformation or whatever.
Fake news.
Exactly. But that's the thing. Everybody has a platform, and nobody wants to discriminate what should be listened to, or what's valued or should be valued. Now, I think it's more, and I won't even say it's for the younger kids, because I think the influence is on all ages. What generation are you? Are you Generation Z or X? I don't remember.
How can I be Gen Z?
What's Gen Z?
The kids. This little one. I think now, Phil was telling me that new generation again is another Alpha. Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha?
Yeah, I think she's Gen Alpha or Gen something.
All right. So what is Gen Z?
How can I be Gen Z? Are you kidding me right now?
All right. Well, you just
I think Gen Z, people that were born in 2000.
A couple rounds around the track from it. Gen Z is some people who were born between 1997 and 2012. So what is?
Wow, I'm Gen Z.
You're Gen.
I take it then. Since I'm that young, yeah, I'm Gen Z.
Wait a minute. So this says Gen X.
No, I'm not that old.
Is 60s to the early 80s. I'm Generation X.
I'm actually baby boomers. My daughter plays with me and says, "Mom, you're a baby boomer." I'm like, me.
All right, so you're Gen Y. Generation Y. Nobody ever mentions Generation Y. Y'all just in a state of confusion. But like, all right. So talking about Gen Z. So, um, I think Gen Z now, that's what they're all about. What they call clout chasing, right? Everybody wants to go viral for something.
Clout.
I'm gonna go smack this person on video. I'm gonna go through the gang infested thing doing what is it called, the pranks.
Yeah, and you see, and other idiots, some other idiots believe that, and then they want to do it.
Right, but some pranks are some guys that do it I think are funny, and what's his name? They call him Uncle. God, what's his name? His old name. He used to be a rapper way back in the day. He's a white guy, kind of chubby. Uncle Dooley.
I don't know.
Yeah, but he does stuff in Walmart, whatever. And he'd be like, can I make this video so I can make my girl jealous?
Really?
You know, or he'll go in there with this guy with him, and they dressed like a old Southern plantation master with the straw hat, the whole nine, and he'll go up to somebody that's in one of the aisles, say, "Won't you get that to me, there, boy?" Yeah, that's what he does. But it's funny. He does things that's funny. But there's some that do pranks that are dangerous.
Extreme, yeah.
Like seriously dangerous. Like going through certain neighborhoods. Like I think it was one guy went through a neighborhood in Chicago, and he had all this bling on. He had the stuff, the bracelets, or whatever. And he just started talking to him, and they was gonna rob him. They was going to rob him. So he said, no, it's a prank. It's a prank. But they, sometimes they didn't take that as, as funny.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Generation Z. They want to be famous and do all the pranks and stuff that could get them hurt, and I've seen some of the funniest ones where the skinny white guy, I think he was in Harlem or somewhere, and he was walking down and he was going up to people talking about grabbing them by the pants, pull your pants up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, next thing you know, he got these gang of people chasing him across the street. No, bro, it's a prank. It's a prank. After they didn't punch them and stomped them or whatever. Yeah, it's crazy out there. But yeah,
pranking people is a risk. So it's a risky business.
It is. So you guys out there who want to do all these pranks just to get the likes and the clicks or whatever, you need to think about that and check out my next video
on pranking. Who are you pranking?
I'm gonna prank you.
You can't.
I got you on your birthday.
Whatever.
So okay, let me tell you about this real quick. So her birthday was in March, and we went out to eat, and I brought her a bag with some presents. So the first present that she opened was wrapped up really nice, right? But I took some paper, some filler paper that came in an Amazon box, and it must have been at least about 100 meters worth of paper. And I just wrapped it and wrapped it and wrapped it. I had her, open it up, and then at the very center of the paper, after he did all this wrapping, it was how many? It was like two, 3 batteries, AA batteries, used AA batteries. So you got pranked, and I'm all for a good prank. But you gotta. Don't do it for likes and clicks, and you putting yourself in jeopardy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just not good. So now the question comes in: you're Generation Y. Would you rather be respected and unknown?
First of all, whatever the question is, I don't like being known.
You don't like being known, so that's easy.
I'm a private person. So, all right. Yeah.
So the question. All right. So the question I'm giving to our millions of viewers. Would you rather be respected and unknown or famous and mocked?
Mocked, like marked? What is that?
Yeah, mocked, meaning like you're famous and everybody wants to emulate you. Like I could tell you back in 80, 85, 86, 86, 87, right? I think it was 87. LL Cool J came out with his second album called I'm Bad, right? And that was the first time he had actually, or I seen a video, like a music video with him in it. So it blew up. Everybody was walking around thinking it was LL Cool J. You could go to Popeyes, anywhere you go, people was like, oh, the girls were like, oh, he looked like LL, because people would wear the same Kango hat, the red hat, and the sweatsuits or whatever. But he was famous, and obviously he was mocked. Everybody wanted to beat him.
Oh,
right?
and then Nelly too, when he had the plastic.
Oh, the Band-Aid. Yeah, that's right. Which is flattering that everybody's doing the stuff that you do. But would you rather be famous or not, or just respected and unknown?
Just respected
Just
and
respected
unknown.
and unknown.
Respected and unknown.
Yeah, I think, but most people
that
we see.
But I think you want to be. Do you want to be known?
Nah, I don't need to be known.
You don't want to be known?
I would. Yeah, right now I want to be known.
Huh?
Yes, I would want to be known.
You want to be known?
Yeah.
What do you mean by right now?
I want to be known as a host of a Hot Topics podcast. I want to exceed more than 3 viewers. I want 1 million followers instead of the 10. So and we got more than 10. Oddly enough, most of our subscribers on our website at www.hottopicspodcast.com. That's TOPIX. Most of our subscribers are from where? Take a guess.
I don't know.
Take a guess.
Nigeria.
Oh, really? yes, from Nigeria. Yeah, most of our subscribers are from Nigeria. So, that was an effort I made to actually reach out to different countries to get a following. So, I'm working on South Africa, and only because I looked it up. Like, what places are emerging as increasing podcast listeners, whatever. And it was Nigeria, South Africa, and it was another country. It might have been India. I'm not sure.
India?
Got to be India. They got freaking 100 billion people.
but do they listen? But I feel like
do they listen.
No.
Well, these were listeners. Listeners. So let me see. Let's see what Google says. What do you think the top outside of U.S. Canada?
I don't know.
Top podcast viewers by country. Let's see, country in 2020, what? 2020, we'll say 4, because this beginning. All right, U.S. and Spain topped the charts. I never would have thought Spain. Wow, okay, that's something. That's 44%. Okay, that's Spain. All right, then Ireland, Sweden, Norway, Portugal, Canada, and Australia, all the English-speaking European, whatever. But I think maybe I looked at before. Notable: Japan, Brazil, Indonesia, and growth. Let's see about viewers in Africa. What do you think? Let's see, in Africa. Boom. Let's see. South Africa, Kenya. That's what it was. It was Kenya. South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria. Okay. You speak Swahili? Can we get you to promote from in Kenya? All right, you got Nigeria. What was the other one? South Africa?
Yeah.
Any Zulu speakers out there? Or what's the other? Kosa or Shona? What was the other one? They got a million languages out there, but they do speak English. Anyways, to sum it up, yeah, we need to be famous. You and I and Lamb Chop.
Not me.
We need to be famous because fame often translates to what?
To
your favorite thing on this earth.
What?
What's your favorite thing on this earth?
Sleeping.
Money.
Oh yeah.
So fame can translate into money, being famous.
I love money.
Right? And you can come up with a we call it a clothing line, right? Because you have a distinct way of dressing, right? When you're famous, then everybody else is going to do what? I gotta wear that. I gotta have that.
Why me? Why not you?
What? I'm gonna start a trend on homeless wear. I don't know what will make me famous, but dressing up is not one of them. No.
My God, why are you selling yourself short?
You know that's the truth. Look, ladies and gentlemen, you know what she didn't say?
That's
not true.
why is you selling yourself short?
No, Kanye can do it. Some of that fashion that he had is crazy.
Crazy fashion.
Right. But
Like
he could do
crazy.
it because he has fame.
Yeah, but that's crazy. Like that's
all right, so
that's not even normal.
Famous and mocked.
Did you see his girlfriend, the new girlfriend? You see, she's always half naked.
She
always naked. Like doesn't even make sense.
But guess what? She's wearing a lot of stuff that she does is showing off his or her clothing line.
But then she's naked. What is the clothing line?
But the last thing I saw, she had on an all sheer something, like really you could see everything. It was like
she's not.
But guess what happened? You'll see somebody in the club wearing it because she has it on. Just because she has it on. Or I could take a perfect example. What was it? The ugliest sneakers I ever seen in my life. Yeezys. Right? And they were going up like
they're so expensive. Yeah.
But some
all these teenagers, everybody wants to wear Yeezys. Like Yeezy, it's so crazy.
Yeah, that's
Let me see how much it goes for.
I wouldn't wear them if they were free. Well, if they was free, I might probably wear them, but you know, I don't spend over $70 for my sneakers. So yeah. Ugliest sneakers in the world. Then this fool had a nerve to go do an interview, or he was on a video wearing a all black Ku Klux Klan outfit.
What is that?
And I think he had like a swastika symbol he's wearing now. I think one of his clothing lines have a swastika.
A swats?
Yeah, swastika, you know, like the Nazi symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never heard of the Ku Klux Klan?
No.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, we're gonna have an episode on that. Obviously, you know, she's not from this country, so she wouldn't know. Whatever. But that was basically a domestic terrorist organization that started back in post Civil War era that tried to terrorize black people, and they did a whole bunch of heinous crimes.
I thought he at one point he was friends with Donald Trump. They're not alliancing this time.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. He might be because he's wearing that all black KKK outfit. But so you heard of KKK?
Yeah, I know.
That's what it means. Ku Klux Klan.
But KKK is also the one where they wear this white mask kind of.
Yes, thing. Okay. Yes. But he had that on with all black.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in.
I just think he has mental.
I do.
You
know issues. What? I agree. So it was something I wanted to mention. It was something that we did. I can't remember. But anyway, so. Lamb Chop is not here, so because she's still handling her personal business, and you know, hope everything works out with her.
Yeah, we miss you, Lamb.
Yeah, we miss you.
This has been what, a month without her? Over a month?
It's been a month.
Yeah, or over.
Wow.
Without her.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
come back. We have to start. We're gonna give you a fine every time you miss.
We're gonna start deducting your pay.
Yeah, every time you miss, it's a fine.
Yes, and she's a very talented lady. So even besides the personal stuff, you know, she's a cake designer and makes all types of desserts, which is really, really good. And you know, but yeah, we had lunch the other day, just to talk about all the stuff that was going on, and you know, we want to go to Taste of Chicago.
Where's the we?
We, you, part of the team. We're taking this to Chicago. Chicago, we are coming to your town.
Okay.
During Taste of Chicago, which is April 4th through the 7th. Not April. I'm sorry. September. Is it September? Yeah.
I think September. Yes.
September. We're gonna post that on the website. But we're gonna go to Taste of Chicago, and we're gonna see what everything that Chicago has to offer in terms of food and beverages and desserts and all types of goodies. And then while we're there, we're gonna also visit some famous sites. Like they have the Sears Tower, which at one point was the tallest building in the world. We're going to go to the Shed Aquarium. I think that's what it's called. Shed Aquarium. Shed. Yeah, Shed Aquarium, which was I've been there like back in the 80s. But it was not. Yeah, it was 80s. It was pretty nice. Chicago is actually a really nice place in the summertime. You can go there. They have all types of events. They got the Taste of Chicago. They got Oktoberfest. They got a whole bunch of different things. All these little clubs or bars, like where you can go in and, you know, have a good time, and people just come up there and do an impromptu performance with blues or whatever. It was so impressive. But in that wintertime,
it's crazy.
I have never, when I say never, this is a person that has actually been inside the Arctic Circle. I have never been that cold as when I was in Chicago during the wintertime. And I am not over exaggerating. I do not see how people live in Chicago without shutting down during the wintertime. I really don't. But kudos to them. Because that place, love it in the summertime, but nah.
So you wouldn't move to Chicago?
Oh no, it is no way possible. I would live in Chicago. I would maybe a summer home down Lakeshore Drive, Sheridan Road, but nah. And I don't. Let me tell you, back then I had this thick mustache. I can tell you, you go out. I went to McDonald's. I probably walked about maybe, I guess it's like 2, maybe 3 blocks. I had my coat over my face. That's how cold it was, right? So when I got into McDonald's, my mustache actually had ice in it. It was frozen over.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So, and when I opened my coat, that where I had covered, where I was breathing into, it was like a sheet of ice from my breath. That's how cold it was. So I got the food. I'm gonna tell you what I got, because I remember it like it was yesterday. I got a quarter pounder and cheese value meal, large fries, and an orange soda, a high C orange. By the time I got back to my room,
It was cold.
it was ice cold in my soda. It was a high C. It was actually a slushy. Walking a couple blocks. That's how cold it was. I had on long johns. I had on sweatpants under my jeans. I had a sweater on. It was cold. And I'm telling you, people in Chicago know. Chicago, I guess Milwaukee, them people, they know how cold it is. It's nothing to them. Go outside. Just imagine opening the door with a cold cup of water and it's throwing it up and it turns into snow instantly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's how cold it was. So big up to you people from Chicago, the Windy City. Yeah, I don't know how you do it. Y'all got superpowers or something, but it won't be me. So, yeah, that's what we have coming up. We still have a few more episodes coming up. We're going to talk about. We're going to wait till we have all our podcast members here, because we want to talk about fetishes and fantasies. So you guys, I want you to check out our website again at www.hottopicspodcast.com. Click the menu button and hit event. And when you hit the event, you can go in there, click on that particular episode, or, and join us actually on the podcast. So you could do that. It'll ask you to register with your email, and just check your email. You'll have a link to join us via Zoom. So yeah, we're going to talk about some good things coming up. And we have Penelope Plant Killer. She'll be joining us. She's taking care of things with her mom, so hope you get well soon. Nice lady. And what do you have? Oh yeah, you guys, we want to encourage the fabulous Felonious Feather to change our intro. She gives me this look every time that the intro comes on. So she doesn't like it, but we're going to have her change it and lend her voice to that. What do you think?
No.
No. So anyway, you guys join us next week for another episode. And check out the website, subscribe and share. We want to make sure you guys, I told you, we need to be famous and mocked. Okay. And you can
say mocked.
Mocked. You can mock me by dressing homeless. And you can mock Felonious by
what
looking in the mirror.
It's so annoying. so annoying.
Yeah, and take care.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Thank you, family, for listening to the latest episode of Hot Topics. As usual, listen, like, share, subscribe. Ta.